as always, thanks for joining us on the midweek catch-up. There was no game, of course, this midweek due to the waterlogged pitch. Was that a bit of a frustration for you, or did you feel it gave us the chance to work more on the training field?
Yeah, a bit of both. A bit of frustration because you prepare for the game, you do a lot of your specific work for the game, so there's a frustration there. There's a frustration also after a defeat, you get the chance to put it right. But there was one or two carrying a wee bits of niggles. That gives them another few days to get that right. And yeah, it does give you another few days to work on the training pitch. So we just left it, gave them yesterday off, and then we'll be working every day for now going into the derby match.
We were in on Monday, and of course you were able to get Stephen Wallace in then, and you said he was close to fitness. Is he available for Sunday?
Yep, he'll be what is shown on the training pitch, and he has to be a starter. I don't say that lightly because it's the standards and the demands that we're trying to set at the club. But I think every player will tell you that he's very fit in terms of he come in, done his medical, done his fitness testing, and his numbers in his fitness testing was right up there with the top 2 or 3 at the club. So, and then, you know, since then he's had 2 or 3 training sessions. He'll have another 2 or 3 sessions before the game. So he'll definitely, and the way he's training, I'd be mad to leave him on the bench. Get him in there, and let him go and do his stuff, hopefully.
And I'm sure the fans are wondering if there'll be any more faces in by then.
Well, I'll be totally honest, we're sniffing about. We've been linked with the boy James Maxwell at Rangers, that's doing at Ayr United on loan. We've talked to him, we've put something to him. It's not quite dead, he's won, but the reason I'm mentioning that, I'm hoping that he still decides that this is a club for him. If no, there's no hard feelings, but it's just another one that the fans will relate to in terms of, right, okay, that's that young kid that played left back down at Queen of the South, was very, very good. That's now that young kid that's playing left wing for Ayr United, doing very well, or right wing coming in off his sides. And that's the kind of quality that we're trying to bring to the club. So, and there's 1 or 2 ongoing as well. So this is a time of year where, as a manager, you have to be very, very careful that you don't get caught up in it too much, and you're not making mistakes, But if you take counsel and you're making decisions and you feel that the right decision is the best for Dunfermline, then you have to make it. So there will be comings and goings, and there has to be goings as well. I have to say that. Now, when I say that, that's not 100% certainty, because the credit goes to the board of directors. And once again, I'm not patronising. They've put money aside for me to go and get 2 or 3 players in without putting anybody out, and that's right at this moment in time. That's what I'm working to. That's why we could get Stephen in, and hopefully, as you say, we might have another one in by ready to go and playing the game against Raith Rovers, and I'm all for just flinging them in. That's why they're bringing them in the club. We're bringing them in the club because what I've said in previous interviews, I think it'll maybe be better than what we've got. They'll get judged on that. They've probably got the experience that we're needing for, and why have them sitting on the bench? That's like these managers that, when they're playing cup ties and they say, right, I'll leave all my best players on the bench, and saying before you knew it, they put all your best players on. You're 2-0 down. Nah, if you get them, you're 2-0 down, try to chase the game. If you get them here, get them in, and they can handle it. So hopefully, as I say, there'll be fingers crossed, there might be another one ready to go for Raith Rovers, and I'm quite sure Raith will be the same. They've signed Sammy Stanton. He was a player, a lefty that I had as a young kid at Hibs. Tried to sign him at Ross County and decided to go to Ireland. Very good acquisition to the team, and I'm quite sure John might have another 1 or 2 in come match day.
In terms of other team news, you were speaking last week about Dom Thomas and trying to rein him in. Is he still working hard in the gym on his rehab?
Yep, he's working very, very hard in the gym. It doesn't have to come in every day, we can keep him in. I was talking to him the other day, Dom is on this, but when you ask him the real important questions in terms of the knee, in in terms of reflexy, you know where you can get it. Can you get it full back, heel touching the backside? Away from that. So that's just the progress that he has to get. But he's in good spirits. I have to say that he's in good spirits, and the quicker he's back, we'll be better for it.
And any other team news, players in or out for Sunday?
I'm just trying to think. One or two of them just picked up, as I say, just nursing a few niggles. We'll maybe have to rest them up tomorrow. And I have to say this, the intensity in which we're trying to get out of them on the training pitch is very, very good. They're all in. My frustration is we've seen it, as the fans have, we've seen it for large parts of the game, we've seen it for 20 minutes, we've seen it, and it's evident to everyone, we're all in the game, we're experts in the game. That's why I'm the manager of Dunfermline. We need to play the game in other team's half. We need to make sure that ball sticks in other team half. So does that mean we have to get two up front? Maybe. But once I've said to you on numerous occasions in interviews, if we're playing two up front, I feel we're leaving ourselves a little bit vulnerable. Now, I felt when we come in, we rectified that in terms of, you know, starting keeping clean sheets and, you know, tight games. Then you look at the Queen of the South game and the Arbroath game, we've probably took a step back. So we need to start keeping that back door shut, and it's up to us as staff and as a manager to come up with a shape and a system that lets us play the game, hopefully in the other team's half, and keep the back door shut. I keep saying to you, everybody keeps joking, and I keep saying to you, if you could play with 12 men, it would be great, but that's not the case. So, you know, it's all hands on deck, and everyone in them buying into it. But they're in a good place right now. They're probably ahead of us right at this moment in time. They're in a good place. They've got a good manager. They play nice football. They'll be there or thereabouts come the end of the season for that promotion, and it's my job to make sure every time we play them they know they're in a game, and it's my job to make sure that we overtake them and we become the top club in Fife, and that's going to be a real hard ask with the job that John's doing over in Raith Rovers. But I love it. That's a challenge. That's the challenges that you give yourself. That's the challenges I'm giving to my players and everyone. I hope these guys stand up to the challenge. So looking forward to the game. It should be a good game, and hopefully we can pick up the 3 points. You know why? Because like no other derby match you're playing, it's bragging rights. It's the supporters' bragging rights, and so you're out there playing it for your supporters to make sure that they've got the bragging rights when we win the match.
I know you've only been here for a short period of time, but 2021 coming to an end now for the Pars, but we're looking forward and trying to be as positive as we can going into 2022. We
have to be positive, and I'll say that all that to the supporters. Have a great, obviously, hopefully they've had a great Christmas, and I wish them a happy New Year. And even for us, you know, the club, we're all in it together. And I've said this, and I've still got that vision up there. This club playing its football in the SPL, and this place absolutely jumping, you know, and us playing real good football, but doesn't happen overnight. I've not got a magic wand, you know, it's a process. We need to stick to it. We need to keep ducking and diving, keep demanding, and keep moving this club forward. But you've mentioned the right word. You have to stay positive. Yep. You know, the fans are entitled to have their boo and have their say. I understand that when we're getting beaten, we're losing 3 goals, you know. But on the other side, even when we lost 3 goals to Queen of the South, but we showed a character to get something out of the game, the players got applauded off the pitch. So the fans and the team are as one. That's for sure. They're as one. And it's up to the players to entertain and support us. And if we keep doing that, then they'll get right behind us and they'll start coming more in their numbers as the weeks go by.